What is up, and how is it going, guys and gals? You're listening to the voice of Boom Nation, and today I'm happy to be bringing you all a brand new Call of Duty Ghosts tips and tricks video. In today's video, we're going to be covering by far the best perk setup when you're playing the game mode Cranked in Call of Duty Ghosts. Now, the reason why this is such an interesting topic is because I see so many people do something wrong, and I myself have done this incorrectly when I set up the perks that I'm going to use on my class setups when I'm playing the game mode Cranked. And basically what you guys need to understand, and what I'm sure a lot of you already know, is that when you become cranked, you kind of become like Superman, right? You get all these extra bonuses that make you do things faster. You run faster, you reload faster, you aim down sights faster, you move faster while aiming down sights, you swap weapons faster. The list is long, I'm telling you right now. And basically all these things I just listed are the equivalent of various perks in the game that a lot of people tend to use on their class setups, including me, until I realized this. So when you become cranked, you get sleight of hand automatically. When you become cranked, you get agility, you get stalker, you get quick draw, you get whatever the perk is that helps you swap weapons faster. You get all that stuff for free just by getting one kill in this game mode. So because of that, it's much more advantageous for you to use other perks in your basic class setup, so that when you become cranked, you're really freaking Superman. You got all sorts of things helping you out as you're playing the game. So the perks that I recommend you use are: 1, Ready Up, because I'm not aware that you are given this perk when you become cranked. I haven't fully tested it, but I always like to have it just in case. It's kind of a necessity of mine. The next perk that we're going to be using is Off the Grid. You guys know what this does. It's a very useful perk. It's just like Ghost or Assassin in other Call of Duties. It's just going to keep you off the radar from enemy SATCOMs. Then the next perk we have is Wiretap. I'm sure you guys have heard other commentators talk about this. It's a very interesting perk, and I think it's very, very useful. And what it does is it hacks the enemy's SATCOMs. So if your team has 2 SATCOMs, and then the other team has 1 SATCOM, those will stack together so that you get 3 SATCOMs, which I think translate kind of into an advanced UAV for Modern Warfare 3. If you guys know what I'm talking about, it means you can kind of see the direction in the form of an arrow of the enemies, and it still comes in waves, kind of like a UAV or a SATCOM would normally come. It's not like a Blackbird or what's it called, the Orbital VSAT from Black Ops 2. It's not constant, but it's still very useful because you can see where they're facing. So that's very useful as well. And you know, it comes down to as simple as if your team has 0 SATCOMs, the other team has 1, you know, you get their SATCOM too. So it's always beneficial, and the fact that you pair that with Off the Grid is absolutely lethal. The next perk we're going to be using is the perk Focus, and this is just a necessity in my opinion. It's just like Toughness from Black Ops 2, but I honestly think it's even more overpowered in this game. You literally do not flinch when you use this perk. It's not a little bit of flinch, it's not, you know, a smidgen, it's almost no flinch in this game when you use this perk. And if you guys don't know what it does, basically it means that your gun is not going to really kick up into the air. You're not going to get any scream kick when you're taking damage from the opposition in a gunfight. So very useful perk. I definitely recommend you guys use this. And then the last perk we're using is a very interesting perk and is very well suited for the game mode Cranked, and this is called Ping. And if you guys don't know what this does, this basically allows you to see the position of all of the enemies on your minimap in the form of a dot when you kill one enemy. So I may have said that incorrectly. It may not be all of the enemies, but all the enemies in the general vicinity. So anyone close to you, you're going to be able to see on your minimap with one quick wave over the UAV, over the radar. And you'll be able to see their position, and this is very useful for those of you that like to get up in the face of the enemies, you like to spawn rush and domination, or you like to play Cranked where you're running around like Superman and having a good time all up in the face of the enemies. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully you try this out, because these perks, these combinations of perks are going to be so incredible when you play the game mode Cranked. Please give it a go. Tell me what you think. Thank you all for tuning in. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys have a great day.